Hello, welcome to the last Wednesday night sprints that are going to be on my channel for a while. Because dog training starts next week.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to move them to another week or another night of the week. But for now, we are doing Wednesday night sprints, and we are joined by a Margaret.
Hello, I am a Margaret.
Yes, I mean, most people know who Margaret is by now.
I would like to report that it got cool enough last night that I got to wear my Taylor Swift sweatshirt.
Yay, that's exciting.
before it gets unbearably hot.
That's fair. I think we're in the middle of fake spring right now.
Whatever we're in the middle of, it was murder on my sinuses today. Yeah. I don't like it. They were a bitch until it rained. I'm just like, why are you?
Maybe did someone around you like mow their lawn or something? That always gets me.
No.
Weird.
I mean, I do live in the oak tree capital of the world, it feels like.
That is fair.
But like usually I kind of adjust to it after the first couple of days.
Right.
So
yeah. So yes, this is the last Wednesday night that we're going to have on my channel. There is a post on my community tab, a poll on which night we should move these to, either Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday.
I'm going to go vote for something that's not Tuesday.
Huh? Vote for something that's not. Okay. I'm like, I don't really care. It just like Friday I do Patreon sprints, and then like Wednesday will be dog training. So yep. Like, well, these are the other 3 nights.
That makes sense. I have D&D every other Tuesday night.
You should vote for Monday then, because I think Cal has dog training on Thursdays.
Okay.
That's what you should do.
I will vote for Monday. More people need to vote for Monday.
Fair enough.
Currently, Thursday is winning.
Well, then I would end up having sprints back to back on, like, I would have Sunday morning and then Monday night.
You know what? Oh, wait, no. Poll results for YouTube community tab are public Monday. I was going to say, you could just make an executive decision. Like, you don't have to tell us who wins, but you're not the only one that'll be able to see the poll results.
Right. Poll results are public.
So,
we're just going to make it happen.
It'll give you an idea of what to do.
Exactly. That's kind of how I wanted to do it. Is just
and if Thursdays end up, try Thursdays out, and if that ends up being too much, in April you move it to Monday.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, obviously April's going to be like crazy. It's like probably different anyways, because like Realmathon sprints will be my focus, and so like anytime those are on, I don't,
Yep.
I'll just hang out there. What are you doing tonight? Sorry, I just like got you.
Oh my God!
Here, I'll talk about what I'm reading first. I'm gonna be trying to finish Secrets in the Dark. I think I've got a little over 100 pages left of this, and Rye has already like lapped me and finished this book and started the next one. But because I had a headache last night and I did not pick up a book at all. I just watched the new episode of Ted Lasso.
That's funny.
It was supposed to come out today, and then I get a notification at 7:00 at night. It's being like, season 3 of Ted Lasso. We're like, well, I know what we're doing.
We're Team Enya. Hi.
Yes, we are both on the fantasy team, Team Enya.
I am currently working on Ship of Smoke and Steel. I'll be listening to it for a little bit while I finish like my cuts for my video, like cutting out the dead spots. And then I'm going to be editing a video.
Nice. I need to edit a video too, but my footage, like it wouldn't import from the cloud, so I'm having to do it through Google Drive, and it's annoying.
That's so annoying. I used to have to do that.
It is what it is.
I don't miss it. You film on your phone, right?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Brianna, sprints are live.
No way.
You're aware? Were you aware of
that? At least I stopped getting the notifications for my own channel. Hello, Sarah. Currently reading The Girl the Sea Gave Back.
Nice.
It's okay, Michelle. I'm so sorry that you're sick and that your whole house is sick.
With little kids being not fun.
Not good.
You have our thoughts and prayers, Michelle.
Go relax, and we'll see you next week. Hello, Julie. Glad you have sprints to distract me from TikTok. A mood. That's what I was doing. I mean, like, I didn't do anything productive last night. Hello, Thor. I watched your Catching Fire vlog today, and so it made me want to go back and reread the whole series. Because I read it when the prequel came out. I reread them, and I'm like, I'm getting all of the feels. Now I reread it, even though I don't have time for that.
That's so funny.
Hello, Crystal, reading Up to No Gouda. That's a hilarious title.
I love that.
Cozy mystery set in the summer, which is what I need. Got 33 inches of snow yesterday. I saw your pictures in the Discord, and that was like absolutely ridiculous. No, thank you.
The fuck not.
Right. Immediately no. Move to Florida.
Yeah, no, I had plans to be productive I was slightly productive yesterday. I opened up the app for my D&D campaign to start writing things. And we thought about things, but I totally was gonna read when I got to bed. And my head hit the pillow. I got in bed and I was like, nope, good night.
Good night.
Like that.
Honestly, I wish that would have happened to me. No, it took me like 2 hours to fall asleep last night.
Yeah, that never happened. So I was like, you know what?
We're taking
advantage of this while we can.
Exactly. Hello, Michelle. Thought I would hang out for a bit. Reading 10 Trends for Seducing Your Best Friend by Penny Reed. Sorry, I don't know why that was difficult to. That's right. Kaylee's are on Monday, so it's probably going to be Tuesday or Thursday. Haven't started Mockingjay yet. I am terrified. You should be. It might break you. Actually, I don't think there's a might about that.
I'm trying to think if I should warn Thor about something. I'm gonna message you, Thor.
Yeah. All right.
I think Cal's already spoiled the end of it, but
that's like, I mean, it's such a spoiler, but it's also like something that's necessary.
Yeah, and it could be a trigger for some people.
Yeah, so. Absolutely. All right. Well, shall we start reading?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. Let me pull this up. We're gonna do 45-minute sprints tonight. And
at some point, I will make a 45-minute sprint timer.
I would appreciate it. No,
I haven't. Like, I have to go argue with Premiere Pro to make it happen.
45 minutes is just like my sweet spot of being like, you can kind of start out slow, but then you get a lot done still.
Yeah. Well, I want to do a 25 and I want to do a 45 because those are the two that have been requested the most.
Gotcha.
So.
And a louder ding. Not necessarily a louder, but a longer ding.
Yeah, the ding is better at I think on the second one because it does it twice.
Yeah. But I like the ones that are like more like jingle instead of just one ding.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. The problem is that if at any point my channel gets monetized, I have to take those down.
You wouldn't have to. Not if you did I know in iMovie there are like pre-made like bell ringing.
There are not in Premiere Pro that I have been able to find.
But there might be on the YouTube audio library.
I will have to try that.
All right. Anyways, I'll see you in 45 minutes.
Cool.
Hello.
Hello. I got nothing done. I take it back. I got 5 minutes of editing done because I ate my dinner, and while I was eating dinner, I clicked on YouTube Shorts.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Yeah. So we're back on the main page of YouTube now, so I cannot scroll through the shorts.
There you go. I don't remember where I started, but I'm on page 384.
Nice.
I am close to being done, and I was like texting Rye because we're buddy reading it, and I was we had a terrifying revelation.
Oh boy.
I am like the anxiety that she has, the anxiety that, or like the character has, the anxiety that I have is all.
Everyone's anxious.
Everyone's anxious. Speaking of it, hello. We kind of did time them well because as long as I finish the talking part before you're done, then we have like a 20-minute overlap of actually being productive.
That's
so
smart.
yes, I have your timer up right now. Hello, Jen. I just got back home from work. Nice.
And that is why I really don't, unless it's you guys, I don't worry about who's doing sprints when, because someone is sprinting every night.
Oh yeah.
I will be running into someone's sprints no matter what I do.
Oh yeah, it's always a thing.
So I try not to sprint at the same time that I know someone else. I know, like, if someone would ask me to co-host.
Right.
So
that's why I picked, because you started doing Saturday morning. So then I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll do Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Because I was doing Saturday morning, but then I stopped for it's a thing.
Yeah.
So fortunately, since my class is a little bit later now on Sundays, then I can still do them in the morning and then like still be ready for class.
Yeah. I might have to start doing them even earlier. I got so many people when I started at 9 a.m. this Saturday, and I hate it.
No, I mean, like when I start at 8, it's like you get all the Europeans.
Yeah. So like,
you're like, dang it, I have to get up early on the weekend.
Well, that's the thing, because like the easiest thing for me on Saturdays is to do my jog and to be done by 9, and then that's usually enough time for me to kind of cool down and everything before. So I'd actually have to get up at 8 o'clock.
At least, yeah.
If I was wanting to go for a run.
At least, like, if you were trying to start at 9, you'd probably have to get up even earlier.
Maybe I'll be 9:30. I mean, I don't have to, like, I only go for like 30 minutes.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
So, and I don't have to stretch out right away, but I do have to remember to stretch out while we do the first sprint.
Right.
I'm too old of a lady, apparently.
Read nothing. That's sprint. Next sprint, I will be out. Well, good night. And also, sometimes you just need non-productivity sprints.
Mm-hmm. That would be an interesting thing to do sprints, but like the goal is to do something you find relaxing for the 40 minutes instead of.
I've done that with Patreons before, where it was just like, I'm going to watch an episode of a TV show, but let's sprint.
Yeah. It'd be an interesting concept.
Right. I made it to 72% of my book. Nice. Remade my bed with clean sheets and blankets. That is the best feeling.
Yeah.
I love doing that. I always do it on Sunday afternoons. That's the best feeling. Was not successfully distracted from TikTok.
I feel that.
We will try again in the next sprint. It's okay.
Got it.
It's okay. We will probably I'm thinking we'll do 3 sprints tonight.
Okay.
I feel like that's
that feels like a good number.
I like to like hang out right at the like 3-hour mark for the live, because that makes it long enough that people will rewatch it.
Mm-hmm. Not so long that people go, oh no.
Oh no. But like a lot of times if it's less than 3 hours, YouTube won't push it.
Yeah. Okay, nice. That's good to know.
Yeah, if I sit like right at 3 hours and 2 minutes or whatever, then it has way more views post like watching than if it's under 3 hours.
I wonder, because I've had a few lives where I'm like, why did this one do so much better? I wonder if it's because it got past 3 hours.
Yeah.
It's like I was going in trying to go, okay, was it who I had on the live show? Maybe they had a wider audience. No.
Yeah, I checked the time.
Was it the day of the week? They're always on the same day of the week now. So
Yeah. Who knows? Read 20 pages, made cookies. Nice.
What kind of cookies? This is very important. I can't eat any of them. I don't know why I'm asking, but it's still important.
It's still important. And what are you reading? What did you decide to pick up?
Did you decide to pick up Mockingjay?
Yes. Maybe knowing that going in, it'll be a little bit less triggering. Like you can still read it and it'll be forewarned.
I checked with Thor. Thor was like, nah, it's fine. I'll go in blind. I was like,
cool. Here you go. Never rewatch sprints that are less than 3 hours, and I rewatch sprints every day.
Oh, nice. I'm still wondering about the person that watched enough sprints that I got 3 hours of watch time or average view duration, because like my average view duration for my lives is like abysmal. Like the highest it goes is like 40 minutes.
I'm so glad that they took it off of the normal analytics and changed it out in studio.
Good.
Because it was like messing everything up.
Was it?
Yeah, because it was like averaging that into your average view time for videos.
Yeah.
And so it was like super low. And I'm like, well, it's not actually that low.
And I mean, like, so my average view time for my lives is not bad. It's like 40 minutes.
Right. Which is pretty good.
But still, it's like...
Well, and the thing is that sprints are weird in the fact that if you're watching it on your phone and then you're listening to an audiobook, like I always close.
You have to exit out. Yeah.
Right. So then it like messes up your average view time, but then it also counts as multiple views. So when you come back in. It's weird. Because like I'll come off of a sprint and it'll be like, you had 400 views. And I'm like, there were 20 people here. How did that happen?
I know, right? That explains why I'll see the view count go down and then it'll pop back up right around the time that it's time to come back.
Yeah.
I know what you're doing now.
Reading Such Pretty Flowers by K.L. Sarah, page 24. Nice. Yeah, no, I'll start whenever the timer starts. I'll just like put a timer on my phone and then like exit out, open up the audiobook, and then especially if I'm listening on Libby or Hoopla, because there isn't a desktop app for that.
Yeah.
Like Scribd and Audible, I'll be just like, okay, well, I'll just hook up my Bluetooth to my computer and then I don't have to exit out.
Yep.
But Libby doesn't have that. And I'm not changing out my Bluetooth every like in between.
That makes sense. That's smart. I've started when I have something to do like downstairs or in the other room, I'll set a timer that's like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like whatever 5 or 10 is closest to where I am at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll set that timer and come back. But like it's still up on my computer.
Right.
So.
Yeah, it's mostly just when I'm doing it. Like if I'm reading physically, I'll just leave it up. But although sometimes I want like ambiance or something. So then I'll close it out and open up another video.
I mean, well, I guess with the phone you can't. Oh, nice.
Oh, good. The audiobook was available. Nice. And chocolate chip cookies. Yum. Anyway, sorry, what were you saying?
Motherfucker.
That is not what you were saying.
No, it isn't. A bitch can't count. The last one was 21, and I was like, shit, did I add a stitch again? And then this one was 19. I was like, no, I'm just dumb. I don't remember what I was
How many stitches are how long is your blanket?
300 stitches.
Oh, okay.
But I have, because I keep having issues with like dropping stitches, like it's an issue with me, or like doing double stitches, I have stitch markers every 20 while I'm still trying to get used to making sure that I'm hitting stuff.
Got it.
The one thing that's really weird is, even though they're the same number of stitches, like my blankets are all kind of leaning this way.
They will, but it'll start stretching out as it gets heavier.
Yeah. I figure that like at worst, when I put the border on, it will self-correct.
Yeah. What I would just recommend is that when you're doing your first few and then your last few, just be really loose with the string.
Yeah.
Like I used to be able to really tell like if I was stressed because your blanket would get smaller.
And I'm trying to do that. I found that wrapping it around my finger has been giving me enough tension.
Yeah.
Versus the other one, because the other one kept getting stuck.
Yeah.
So it's feeling very nice though.
Nice.
And I love these colors.
They're very you.
You're like, yeah.
Like personally, not my style, but they're very you.
Yeah. Yep. My parents were surprised. I was like, I want to paint my room. And they're like, what? And I was like, I would like to get rid of the purple. Mostly because it would look better in the background of videos.
Fair.
But it really does not match the bed.
Fair. But if you have like a white wall and then everything else that pop, like, you know what I mean? Like all of your blankets and your bed and everything else that pops, that makes sense.
And that's part of why that's part of the thought that I put into it, because I know I'm going to be renting. They're probably not going to let me paint the walls anything crazy.
Right.
So like
usually you just have to paint it back before you leave.
So I figure if my furniture is the thing that brings the color to the room and my bedding and all of that stuff, that will kind of fulfill that need.
Yeah.
So
that's fair. Thank goodness for Keller. I'd have to wait weeks from the library. Yeah, that's fair.
Aw, nice.
Were you able to find it? I think when I got it was on Hoopla, but that was like 3 years ago. So I watch on my phone, and when I listen to audiobooks, I set the audiobook timer for a minute before the sprint. That's a good idea too. I didn't think about I just like will say it on my watch and be like, set a timer for 37 minutes. But that makes sense. I want to paint my walls every month. Anyone else never happy with the decoration? No, but that's so same, except for then you have to like finish the project.
Yeah. My parents were like, why don't you just do it? I was like, because number one, this bed there is like 2 feet of space between my bookshelves and my bed. It takes up.
You have to just do like one wall at a time.
Yeah. I'm like, number two, I don't want to move all this furniture. I don't want to do that. And when I move this furniture, it's because I'm leaving.
Right. Well, like even like I was like, okay, I want to repaint the hallway because it's dingy, like it's old.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I was like, it's time. But then I was like, but then I'd have to do the thing. Like, I like the idea of painting, but the actual act of it is a lot of work. And it's not that relaxing.
No, I have fun, but then I've always had at least 1 or 2 people who are willing to help and goof off with me. So it's not like this boring chore.
That's
it's like,
yeah. But like the bathroom, when we redid the bathroom, like it's a tiny little like half bath, and it took us way too long to paint. That's my problem.
Yeah. It does get tedious.
Yes. Either that, or we just need like you know when you redecorate in The Sims and you just like slide the color across and then it's there. That's what we need.
Like chameleon changing walls. Like you flip a switch and it changes something about the makeup of the paint.
Yes. Computer generated. It's fine.
I wouldn't want LCD screens on my walls because imagine the maintenance on those. And if you had one go out, I've seen the signs on the highways.
It's like when you have a Christmas tree and like that one light goes out and then like half your tree goes to
You got just this random chunk in the middle that you can't get to light up no matter what you try.
Right. Or the billboards that are like when there's an error and then the whole thing just goes like blue screen of death.
Yup. We have there's a bank display near where I am, and one side says ATM 24/7. The other side is cut off, so it looks like it just says him 24/7.
That's great.
I'm like, oh my
Oh, that's great.
It's
21st century, and we're still doing the same as our parents did to decorate. I mean, at least we have paint rollers that have like the fancy things
I
now.
mean, we've had those a while.
This is true. But
I
like
mean, there
now,
are some things that like, why change it if it works
right?
well? The big thing is paint is getting so expensive.
It really is.
My dad did hire someone to paint our house, though. I'm impressed.
Nice.
That's character growth.
Oh yeah, no. Also the incessant hum of the LCD screen. It's just white noise. It's fine.
Yeah. My mother basically bullied him into it. She said I would spend the entire time waiting for you to fall from the ladder.
It's fair.
So he's been having equilibrium problems, anyways.
Oh yeah, no,
Wow.
it's definitely not worth it. All right, shall we sprint again since we're at the end of the comments? This is true. Everything's getting so expensive. I mean, apparently steak is about to get really expensive. Found that out at work today.
Ooh. All right, I'll let my parents know if they want to get steak. They need to do it now.
Because there's always a summer spike, but apparently everyone, like cattle farmers within the last year, sold off a lot of their stock just because fertilizer and feed was getting so expensive. Mm-hmm. And so now we'll have the summer spike, but then it won't go back down like it normally does.
Yeah. I've been hearing they've been having a hard time, especially with feed, because of some of the flooding that happened in the Midwest.
That, and then also like Ukraine is one of like the world's biggest grain suppliers.
Mm-hmm.
And so you haven't had that to be able to have like feed. And then like chickens got really expensive and eggs got expensive because there was an avian flu. And it like they had to kill off like millions of chickens. Yeah. So
the question is when they replace that stock, will the prices
go? I was about to say it's a great time to become a vegetarian, but apparently not.
Everything is getting more expensive, and they're like places, even with the places are reporting like 300% profits.
That does not surprise me.
So it's like
that does
eventually not capitalism is going to end. Eventually is it going to burn itself out the way that every other system has done? The question is just, will we see that happen?
Right. Yeah. We've had a really late winter, and there's been so much of it.
I saw a TikTok the other day that was it was like it's a guy that he does like paramedic basically. He's like it was a farmer at the doctor asking for a note, and the guy's like, why do you need a note? And he's like you, and basically he's like, you were crushed by a combine, I'm not writing you a note. And the guy's like, why would you write him a note for this? He clearly is injured. He's like, no, he wants a note to give his wife so he can go back to work. I'm not doing it. It was so
right. Right.
It was so funny. I think it was Dr. Glaucoma Flecken. I don't know if you've ever heard of him.
Maybe
he's funny though.
I like the TikTok skits that are like the rural doctors. Yeah. A farmer's coming in for an emergency. Oh, he's almost dead.
Oh yeah, I think you've seen him because he's done one of those. He's the one that'll do like the different types of doctors, and so you'll have pediatrics and you'll have psych, and I
have seen a couple of those, yeah.
He's really good.
It's almost spring. We'll be bathed in, right? We're in fake spring right now.
Oh, we're being bathed in pollen.
That's fair. Unless anyone that lives says, listen, you've been in summer. It's our turn now.
Oh, that's so funny.
All right. Let's do some reading again.
We shall.
All right.
I'm going to try and edit. Will there be any books getting done?
I might do that too because my footage just got downloaded.
Nice. Okay.
All right. I'll see you in 45.
See you.
Welcome back. Margaret's going to be a few minutes late, but that's okay. How did we do? I got some dinner because I forgot to go to the grocery store. So I just ordered food tonight. So we just got some chicken and I got there. And also I've got 6 minutes edited. Hello.
I swear to God, my father wants to talk business at 9 p.m. every night, every time.
Be like, my hours are from 9 to 5. Thank you.
Mention it at 6 or 7.
You'd be like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna bill you for time and a half if it goes past 8 p.m.
I mean, he is giving me a whole bunch of his clients, so
Doesn't matter.
I'm like, I will look at it tomorrow. So
Doesn't matter.
we've gotten a couple of our clients, their rates just came out, so I need to look up and see.
Yeah, but that's like a quick text. Hey, check this out tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, we saw the sun today rather than clouds. It was great. Nice.
I got a bunch of editing done. I don't remember where I am, but I got.
Nice.
Actually, I'll go check.
Hello, Bree. Finishing up Spite House right now and getting some more snugs while she nibbles a new toy. Oh, that's so sweet. I got a Schmidt right here. Come here. No, he doesn't want to. Come on, Schmidt. Sit with dog.
Bree wasn't on the stream.
Say hello to your sister.
Dog.
Say hello to your sister.
He's like, Mom.
Okay, go.
Bree, you weren't there, but my dad told me I could get a dog.
I know, I was there.
No, Bree, you were there. Bree.
Okay. I was like, no, I was there. I should be scheduling a video, but maybe I can do that in a bit. I'm comfy.
That's anyways, I edit backwards for people who are confused about that, because so I find the best take and then I delete the previous takes. So I started at 17 and I am back to 9.
Okay.
Out of what is, I think, a 45-minute video currently.
I have never been able to edit backwards. I don't understand that.
It takes a minute to get used to, but once I started actually taking the time to pause, because you're not doing like close edits, you're doing your big cuts. So basically I go back to the beginning of the thing and I find the one that's like, okay, that's the take that I'm keeping, and then I go back until it changes again.
Oh, there's a much easier way to do that.
But
get a dog clicker. No, yeah. If you get a dog clicker and then you click it when you mess up and then click it again to start, then you can delete that whole section. Because the dog clicker will do a really sharp spike in audio.
I've been doing the clap.
Yeah, same concept, yeah.
But that just tells me when I start, and I don't know.
But if you do the click as soon as you mess up, and then again right before you start, then you can delete that whole section.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Taking a small nap. Nice. Right, you've officially lapped me, because I think I'm on like page 280 of book 2. It's fine.
I think Rise lapped you a couple times at this point.
No, because she's on 280 of book 3.
3.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Uh,
Anyways, I need to get through Taylor Swift, and then I probably need to get through insurance season before dog shenanigans start.
That's fair.
The good news is if I get through insurance season, I will be home at that point.
Right.
In theory.
On page 54 of Such Pretty Flowers. Nice. Listen, after you meet Schmidt, you're going to fall in love with poodles.
I am sure, but Schmidt will not be able to erase Susie.
You don't have to erase it.
Oh.
Just...
I love them. They're such good dogs. the smart, the independent. Much like me.
Yeah, but if you're gonna have chickens at your house too, that's a problem.
Oh, I don't give a fuck.
You're like, oh, I don't know.
It's one of those things that it's like, this is my dog, so I'm not going to get my dog based on my parents' life choices.
That's fair. 85% of 10 trends to seduce your boyfriend. I don't know why that title is. I'm struggling with it. Really enjoying this book. I'm liking Penny Reid books. Oh, I like Penny Reid. She's fun. Yeah, but not physically. I just have been struggling to read physically, just in general.
I was doing really well on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then
Well, that's the thing. Like when I'm reading with sprints,
yeah,
great. But like I didn't pick up a book last night because there were no sprints.
I usually pick one up when I'm going to sleep, just because it helps me calm down. But I didn't last night. I drank my tea and I went to bed.
That's fair. Single for a section and a double for a new take. Yeah, that makes sense too.
That's a lot easier than clapping because half the time I'm holding books.
Right.
Plus, I'll be able to use it when I get Tessa.
There you go. Actually, I don't usually train with a dog clicker, but
I never saw the point when we were training. I am sure there are methods that it makes sense. I just was like,
I trained it with Doyle. It's just one extra thing to have to hold.
Yeah.
And Schmidt doesn't need it.
I don't think it would have worked with Susie. She was too smart for it. She'd be like, yeah, that's a noise.
It's just a matter, like it's does the same thing as saying yes to like mark a command.
Yeah.
Finished Up to No Gouda. Typical cozy, but loved it. Nice. Debating about starting the next one of the series. No parm, no foul. I love these puns. These puns are perfect. Although Finley Donovan Jumps Gun is really good. I think it was probably my least favorite of the three, but still like.
Yeah. Is it a trilogy or are
really
there
ridiculous?
Coming?
Huh?
Is it a trilogy or are there more coming?
I think she has 5 contracted.
Ooh, good for her.
Yeah. Hello, Mel.
Hello,
and also,
Mel.
Hello, Mel.
I am editing the first Mel. I am editing my TBR, which includes my very late Roll of Reads TBR in it.
Nice. Finally made it to the chatty bit. See, we've timed it well.
I might have added extra prompts based on from what I rolled because I thought things were going to go differently.
I'm still trying to figure out how to do April's TBR because like I'm going to want to read 90% fantasy. Kerplunk doesn't necessarily allow me to do that. So do I just skip Kerplunk for April? But then again, like TBR games do so much better. I don't know.
Is there a way you can rig the prompts?
Well, I mean, like, yes, because I could just pick all green, but then like the odds of like marbles falling is higher if you're only pulling one color.
Pulling one color.
Yeah. Maybe
you do an abbreviated Kerplunk. Like, how do you determine how many pulls you're doing? Is it a die?
I do a D12.
A D12.
So I could do a D8.
You could do a D8, or you could do the D12 and anything over, like, I don't know, a 6, you have.
Divided. Yeah, you put in half.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
Have and roll up.
Yeah. Sort of reading, but very tired and distracted, so not sure how much reading I'll actually be doing. That's okay. Feel like I haven't been picking up any books the past few days, even with sprints. I've been finding something else to do. Yeah.
I was read out after the weekend. So right. I read almost 1,000 pages. I read over 1,000 pages this weekend.
Nice. Good for you.
Yeah, I'm very proud of myself.
Which is probably more than you've read in like several weeks.
So here's the thing. That this weekend I officially had read more books by the end of Sunday than I had read in all of February.
It's okay. It happens.
if I keep going at this pace on the weekends, I may end up reading more books in March than Schmidt. Then
He likes that little bear that's in the back. He just lays on it.
Aww.
It's really cute.
I only read 12 books in the first 2 months of the year, so it is potentially possible for me to read more books in March than I read in the first 2 months of the year.
And that's on ADHD.
Yep. It is.
Yeah. The cheese names are killing me. Yeah. Haven't been reading much the last few days. It's I don't know. I feel like there's like a collective slump going on. Huge lover of puns and titles like that. And I feel like cozy mysteries have like some of the best puns.
They do.
Yeah, exciting. TBR games do very well. Yeah. Could I choose different types of fantasy for the other colors rather than genres?
Oh, Mel has a good idea. I'm probably skipping my TBR game in April too. The nice thing about
I do what Jay did sometime this year: play the game but give recommendations that fit the prompts instead. That's a good idea.
Nice. The nice thing about my TBR is I add prompts every time. So.
I mean, I could do that, but just the way because I have like the different colors as past, present, and future.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure that there's some hybrid genres that are set in like the future that I can like. I just have to be smart about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I probably won't do as many.
Just roll a 4.
Huh?
Just roll a 4.
If you see a quick cut in the edit, like when you're about to roll, and then like, and I gotta, it's because I rolled too high the first time.
I mean, you've had to trust me for the last year of my TBR game because I didn't have a camera. I had one roll that I didn't have the camera. I'm trying to add my phone camera so you can see the rolls.
Oh,
and
cool.
Then I had one that I didn't have the phone on. So I was like, okay, so I have to roll until I get so I just kept doing the take until I got a number that was close to what I'd originally gotten, which was a 3.
Uh-huh.
I got a natural 1.
Oops. Probably skipping my TBR game too in April. Too many readathons, yeah.
I think I'm only doing 2 in April.
I mean, it definitely would make for more of a challenge to try to make Kerplunk fit Realmathon.
Yeah.
And also, I feel like I'm going to read so much for Realmathon that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just like I said, 6 or less.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a real quick impromptu readathon, I'm not signing up, and I'm not adding anything else to what I'm doing in March. I'm sorry, but there is a trans rights readathon going on starting next Monday, the 20th.
Yes.
If anybody is interested and needs to shake up their reading life.
Yes, and the group book for Tor.comathon will work for that.
Yes,
because they are a non-binary author.
Yeah, and they're asking only reading trans authors.
Mm-hmm.
Don't out anyone, but
right.
So,
one of our cats was really sick on the weekend, so we took her to the after hours vet. Turns out she has diabetes.
Oh no,
that's tough. Also, after hours vets are just stupid expensive. Read 13 books for the month of March so far. Nice. I think I've read 10 maybe. I feel like 10 feels right. And like 5 of them were this past weekend.
I think I've read like 6 or 7 at this point.
Yeah.
This past weekend. The power of my readathons.
Either that or we just need to do like sprints just all weekend.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily have to be a readathon based sprint. Yeah. We just have to sprint all weekend.
I want to do one where it's like 24 hours. Like I actually try and do 24 hours of sprints. Oh, I don't know how I would do that though.
Eva does it every month. It's insane. Oh, good. She's responded well to the treatment. That's fantastic.
Oh, my sprints are just long enough that I can go out for a run and come back.
There you go. Just having a fantasy April, reading fantasy series to awaken my fantasies. Yes. Kay, are you on Enya? I can't remember which team you joined. I'm doing G's readathon in April, and I'm super excited. I'm not sure if that's.
I'm still laughing at the person that left.
The what?
I'm still laughing at that person that left.
Oh. Yeah. Oh no, this is the Aurelium readathon.
Yes, I'm trying to do that too.
I don't think I'm gonna do that one because I didn't do the last one, and that readathon builds on itself so much that I'm lost at this point.
Yeah. I feel like I might do it this time and then like just do some rounds, like do some previous rounds myself to catch up potentially if I need to, but
that's true. You could do that.
It's funny. It's like I've always forget about it because I stopped following G like a year or so ago. It's like I have so many people I'm following, and I really don't care about most of your videos. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So.
I did this one for a while, but I think I was super busy during the last one, like the last month-long one. And so I just kind of got behind, and then like they did the holiday one, and I was like, I don't know what's going on anymore.
Well, she has it set up so that you can still like you can enter.
You can jump in at any time.
Jump in at any point. And then she did restructure it because as we learned with Avengers, there are some overachievers in the BookTube community.
Right.
She's like, some of you asked for a hard mode. I did not anticipate you filling up this thing that I made so quickly.
No, I mean, there's some people that they're like, oh, I have 3 characters. And I'm like, that's insane. But I mean, it's fun. Like, it's fun to like build a story around somebody.
Here's my thing. When I say I'm doing it, people tend to watch that TBR more.
This is true. The wonders of the YouTube algorithm.
Back before the rebrand, it was some of my most popular TBRs.
Oh, me too.
So,
me too. It really was to an extent, but I think actually my Realmathon videos did better and got better engagement.
Great, because I'm doing Realmathon.
Huh?
So great, because I'm doing Realmathon.
Yeah. Just because I think that community is like
a bit more active.
It's obviously not as big as Aurelium because that one's overwhelmingly big, especially like if you go into the Discord, it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
And I feel like Realmathon is just a lot more active.
Yeah. I think you find, especially when you've got a bunch of small booktubers all together, we tend to try to support each other a lot.
Right. That and because it has like a competitive nature to it.
Mm-hmm.
That always helps. I lost myself on the comments. I don't know where I am.
Did you?
There we go. By myself, looking after 3 cats, one of whom I have to check her blood sugar levels every few hours. That sounds difficult.
Yeah. It is tough when pets get sick.
Yeah.
I think sometimes the stress is worse than the actual like having to take care of them sometimes.
Right.
How easy it was. Like part of the reason we finally put her down was like, number 1, she has blood coming out of her mouth. Number 2, even if we could like I can't deal with not knowing if she's in pain anymore.
That's the thing about pets is like you can't tell when they're like struggling.
And there's no like parts of girl's mouth were falling out. So
feeling kind of overwhelmed the last few days, so reading has taken a back seat. Totally understandable. And that is okay. That is okay.
The one thing I wish I could have done is like I wish we could have done it at home, but that is so expensive.
Oh yeah, we couldn't do it with Zephyr either.
Yeah. She hated the vet.
G did a video about what's a good way to get caught up with just doing the bare minimum. Yeah.
Nice. I'll have to watch that because I'm about 2 years behind.
G's is way too much to grasp. My poor brain can't get to grips. That's kind of where I'm at too.
You can very much tell that G plays Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, 100%.
You can tell.
100%. And she's very much a storyteller.
Yeah.
which is great and fantastic. And like, I love that readathon exists. It's just too much for me.
It's a lot. It is. That's why I didn't do it last year, but I feel like I can this year.
Right. Even if you're just like casually participating.
Yep.
We didn't know for ages because cats hide how they feel. I feel like cats are probably even worse than dogs about hiding how they feel.
Mm-hmm.
Although for my dogs, it's really hard to tell because mine are already potatoes. So if they're lethargic, there's not a whole lot of difference. Which is why we didn't really know Zephyr was in pain until too late.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, and she just had puppies, so of course she's going to be more tired.
Right. We just thought, oh, she's tired. Yeah, do the easier careers. Yep. Yeah, because I think there was some of them that had like 15 books you had to read for.
Which if I wasn't doing, I mean, that might work out if you're doing Realmathon and trying to.
I mean, if you're doing Realmathon, like if you can get the two to work, and the nice thing about Realmathon is that they are just so, like, they're very vague prompts, and they're very like you can do 5 prompts for a one book.
Yeah. Yeah, I will probably like put in a few Realmathon prompts and put in a few Aurelian prompts into my TBR, my prompt jar for this time around.
Yeah.
And then I'll have an idea of what I want to hit, and then fill in the like I did with Arctober. I'll fill in the blanks after. This is gonna make a hella long TBR, but whatever. This footage was 2 hours. 2 hours.
No, thank you.
The video that's gonna be 25 minutes.
No, thank you.
I hate myself.
No, thank you. Good night, Julie. I think we're gonna do one more sprint because by the time we get back, then it'll be over 3 hours.
Good.
So let's read for 45 minutes, and I'm gonna finish my dinner.
Okay, enjoy your dinner. I am gonna go get ready for bed and finish editing. I hope
you do that,
or something that's approximate to that.
Okay. Damn it. I have 20 pages left.
We could go for 5 more minutes.
No, it's fine. It was like right at the like pinnacle of the
Read faster, Brianna.
right. I texted her. I was like, "Oh no, this is gonna end on a cliffhanger, isn't it? Because this is not 20 pages. Is not enough time to wrap this up."
Oh no! Maybe you just close the book. Oh wait, you have book 3. Never mind.
Yeah, I have book 3. I just don't have time to read book 3.
Maybe you close the book until you can get to book 3 then.
Good night, Michelle.
I'm
glad you ended your night on a high note.
I got interrupted partway through by a player being like, I want you to hold me accountable to these stats I'm about to roll. And then they're like, never mind. These were bad.
JK.
It's like, I'm not just testing the luck of the dice. These are the actual stats I'm going to use. It was the luck of the dice.
Right.
I was like, would you like me to roll stats for you if you think you're going to cheat that badly? This is my brother's girlfriend. I'm like, I feel like if you tried to lie, you would not be able to.
That's fair.
Like, you'd out yourself.
Did you get any reading done?
I did not, but Sorry. Wow, that was a weird buzz. I did not, but I did edit a few more minutes of my video, so now I have 6. I'm down to 6.
Nice.
From 9 to 6.
Is this going up tomorrow?
Possibly.
Maybe. Who knows?
It just depends. I'm trying not to be too. I'm trying to give myself room because I got a lot going on right now.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, we are going to call it a night.
Cool.
You'll have sprints on your channel Saturday morning.
At some point.
At
Probably
9 a.m.
9:30.
And I'll be there at some point, but not at 7:30.
We'll try. If I can actually get myself to get up at 8, it'll be fine. Like, that's when I naturally wake up anyways.
There you go.
So
and then I'll have Patreon sprints on Friday night with Rise Patreon on my channel, but Rise Patreon is joining us.
Nice.
And then Saturday and then Sunday will be public sprint Sunday morning.
Yay. Nice.
So anyways, thank y'all for joining. And we're going to end now. And I don't know how to end these things, so